Yo, it's the P-Dawg here. Time for another fucking iCarly recap. I was gonna do this last night when I went to this party right after iCarly, and I was gonna do that shit when I got home. But let's just say, by the lawyer, I really can't get into what went down last night yet. I will though when I can, but I can't right fucking now. So deal. Basically, here's the shit that happened at iCarly. The gang was like all fucking getting offered a shoe thing, like they're gonna give them money. This company wanted to give them money to endorse their shoes because, you know, everyone who's fucking cool is watching the iCarly. So they go and they're like, well, we want $100. And then the corporate dudes were like, here's 100. They're like, how much do you want? And they're like, 100. And they're like, okay, fine, 100,000. And then they're gonna write the check, and they're like, no, we want cash. So the corporate guys have to like empty out their pockets to give them the cash because that's how that shit works. But anyway, they're wearing the shoes, and they're kind of whoring them out hardcore on the show. Like, that's all they talk about, it seems, is the shoes. So they're fucking whoring out these shoes and shit. They notice they kind of squeak and shit though, and they're like, why the fuck do these shoes squeak so much and shit? But they're like, just fuck it, you know, it's crying over spilt fucking milk, so don't fucking worry about it. Next day, they all have fucking problems with their shoes. Like Freddie tries to put his, these shoes have like, I don't know, some computer shit in them. He tried to connect his computer to his shoes, and it like fucked his computer up. And I don't really remember what Sam's problem was. I think they just squeaked a lot or some shit. And then Carly stepped in like a puddle, and hers just like exploded. That shit was crazy. But I forgot this part. When they got their money, they all bought shit. Like Freddie got a new computer, and Carly got like 100 pairs of sunglasses or some crazy fucking shit number like that. Fuck. And Sam got like a fucking chef that followed her around, and she pronounced shit funny because she wasn't American. She wasn't like us. She was like one of those other countries. I don't know what the fucking country had, but she made blueberry muffins, but she'd pronounce it like blubbery muffins, and then they called them blubbery muffins, and it was really fucking funny. And and Spencer, he fell asleep on the bus and ended up in Canada. And so then he bought a bike. Well, no, he didn't buy a bike. He went to the junkyard and made a bike. But nothing good was going to come of that. So then he got rollerblades, but he can't fucking rollerblade. But we'll get back to that later. That finishes its own bit. But so Carly and them, they go to the shoe company. Like, dude, first of all, at school the next day, everyone's like, hey, we got these shoes and they suck. We're going to stop watching your show. And they're like, oh, fuck, we got to do something. So they go to the fucking, they go to the fucking TV station or whatever and talk to the TV people, or the shoe people. And the shoe people are like, no, fuck you, we got a fucking contract. That's how business work, you fucking kids. We like screwing fucking little kids. We're fucking kitty diddlers. This is pretty much what they said. Not in those words, though. And so Sam and Carly and Freddie like trek back home, and then they're like, wait, wasn't Spencer a lawyer? And Spencer's like, yeah, I was in law school for 3 days. So he takes a look at the contract. Next, on the next episode of their show that they're doing on the show, like this play within a fucking play for Shakespeare or whatever, but on the next fucking episode, they're like doing all this crazy shit to the shoes, like, but saying they're good because they break is kind of, it's like some fucking hardcore smart ass shit. But like, they're like, you know, ooh, they got the shoe to start on fire, then they cook hot dogs over it, and like, isn't this good? And then the TV people, or the shoe people come and they're like, you can't fucking do this, fuck you. And they're like, no, we can, we didn't break our contract. So then the TV people bought the iCarly gang out of their contracts and gave them a lot of money. And they asked for it in cash again, and the business guys are just like pulling out cash and giving it, because that's how those deals work. That's pretty much oh yeah, and then at the end, Carly bought Spencer a fucking motorcycle for, you know, helping him out. And then they went to Canada because he liked the bacon a lot. That fucking Spencer, man, that guy is funny as shit, dude. Yeah, that's it for this week then, man. Next week looked awesome. I don't remember off the top of my head what was going down, but they played a commercial and it looked pretty fucking cool. Looked really fun. I haven't seen the Halloween episode. How come they don't replay that? They replay like every fucking other episode, like every 10 minutes. Why don't they play the fucking Halloween episode again? I want to see that shit. Because Halloween's fucking spooky and like I bet it'd be a fucking great episode. Oh well, fuck it. This is P-Dawg as always. Fuck y'all.